back porch. We're going to do the second in a series on latkes tonight, and I'm going to make something that you probably never had. You might have had, I don't know. I'm going to make cheese latkes. Latkes are kind of a traditional food for Hanukkah, which is coming up before too long, and I'm thinking lots of folks may want to try it. I made potato latkes last night and have posted the video, but potatoes are kind of high in carbs for me, and I can eat cheese latkes and enjoy them and not feel too guilty because they're a fairly low carb meal. They have some flour, but not a whole lot of flour. So we're going to try some cheese latkes and see how you like them. Be right back. Okay, let's get started. And I'm probably going to have to refer to my recipe as we go because doing this once a decade, you don't remember. So our ingredients are 1 cup of ricotta cheese, 3/4 cups flour, 2 tablespoons full of white sugar, but as folks know, I don't use sugar. This is Splenda. Half a teaspoonful of baking powder, and a teaspoonful of salt, and 3 eggs. So as with most recipes, mix your liquid ingredients together in one bowl and your dry ingredients in another. So I'm going to put the flour, the baking powder, the salt, and the sweetener in one bowl and mix it together. Then we will put the cheese. Sorry, I am looking for, there it is, the ricotta cheese, which, you know, you can do this with cottage cheese too. Yes, my little puppy's over there snorting. He knows food is coming. And then 3 eggs. Three good eggs. And I'm going to use the immersion blender for this. You can use a mixer. You can use another blender. I like the immersion blender when I don't have the cord tangled up. Okay. I mentioned this immersion blender before. If you don't have an immersion blender, I really recommend it. And if you buy one that's metal all the way down. If you get one that has plastic on the bottom, water sometimes gets trapped down there. You want to mix that up a good bit, kind of whip it. Then we're going to put our liquid and dry ingredients together. And this should make a fairly thick batter. mean, unless I keep splashing it out. This is going to make about 18 pancakes, and if you're counting carbs, that's 3/4 cup flour for the whole 18 pancakes. So it's not bad. It's certainly a whole lot less than regular pancakes. Get it all out. Okay, that's mixed up enough. And when we cook these, it's only going to take a couple minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some potential toppings to go on top of this. So I'll be back to you in just a second. Okay, so what would be the topping that you would want on cheese pancakes? Of course, you can use maple syrup. Maple syrup's good on any pancakes. You could use honey. Those are good too. I'm wanting something just a little fruitier. And so I'm going to mix a half cup of sour cream. Can't let that go to waste. And I still have my immersion blender here. And I have here some unsweetened peaches. And I'm just going to put a few unsweetened peaches. Enough for flavor. And I'm going to add, if I can reach it, 1 tablespoonful of sweetener. For folks who can't eat syrup, this is a yummy sweet topping for cheese pancakes. Another option on that could be sour cream and apple jelly. Whatever it is that you like to set off the flavor with, the sour cream, a little sugar or sweetener, and some fruit of some kind makes a really great topping for the pancakes. Okay, let's start cooking. Okay, the trick to pancakes is a hot griddle with not much fat, just a little. And we check it with a drop of water and it sizzles. I have here my Birmingham stove and range breakfast griddle. I use a lot. And this is a 2 tablespoonful measurement. And we're going to make silver dollar pancakes. This is a very thick batter. So when you drop them on the griddle, you want to spread them out a little bit. Since I'm making pancakes for you, I'm going to show you a little trick I used to do for my children. I haven't done it in a long time, but I think they did it for their children too. That's a smiley face for breakfast. Let it get brown. And then you put more pancake on top. You turn a pancake when the little bubbles come up and they start to burst. That's when you turn them. Now let's make our third one here. Our fourth one, I'm sorry. Right on top of the smiley face. Everybody does that, right? You've all made smiley face pancakes for your kids. That's done. I'm going to let that one brown just a little bit more. Now, I didn't figure out the carbs on this. You can figure you have about as many carbs in this whole bowl of pancake batter as you do in one biscuit. I have some melted butter here. I'm going to brush them with melted butter while they're still good and hot. Turning my heat down just a little bit. I hope you can see that. The little bubbles that pop. That's when you turn them. And you can see my little smiley face. There you go. We'll put him on top. Okay, I'm almost done with these. When I get them all cooked, I'll plate them up for you. And then Fred and I will enjoy. There you have it. Cheese latkes. And for my fellow carb watchers, there's no reason to just make these on a holiday. There's no reason to have them just on special occasions. These could be good for any breakfast. And you know, if you're missing pancakes because they're so high carb, try these. Be about half the carbs of your regular pancakes. And we have our sour cream. And peach topping. And you know I have to have a bite. If you have this, you won't miss pancakes. Thank you for joining us on Debbie's Back Porch. Hope to see you again soon.